Okay, in this last video, I'm going to show you how I trade each of the sessions. Now, if you've watched any of my YouTube videos, you would have seen how I do this each time. But I'm going to go over it and I'm going to show you what alerts I set up as well. But each day is a little bit different, okay? So the first thing I do is I come to the chart. I obviously turn on the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator. And this is London, okay? So at London, I want to turn on the Asia session liquidity and definitely the PM session. I actually end up turning all of these on except for London because we're in London now. And I just want to see how they go. And I kind of zoom out here and see where all the liquidity is resting, right? Kind of zoom out, make it really small. Obviously, Asia low has been taken out, so I want Asia low off. New York lunch buy side has been taken. New York Killzone low has been taken. So kind of zoom in and see everything here. So we'll move the chart in here. And I have a much bigger screen, but this is condensed for YouTube. So let's just start taking these off here. Our Asia high, rather, that's good. It hasn't been taken. Asia low was just taken. So you can leave it on there if you want, just to say, here's what we just swept. Obviously, now we're looking for Asia high. So I'll leave it on, but usually I take it off. And then let's go London, we don't care about right now because we're in London. Killzone high, we'll take it off because that is the same as the previous day high. So we'll take off the high and the Killzone low. Let's move this down. It has been taken. So actually we just turn off the Killzone. AM session liquidity. There's the AM session buy side. Sell side is down here, right here. So it is still valid, but it's also the previous day low. So I'll take off the low so you can see that that's previous day low. Lunch was taken, the buy side, but the sell side has not. So buy side is gone. Leave the sell side. What you're trying to do is leave all the liquidity that has not been tapped into yet. Okay. So I think that's everything that we have right here. Okay. Now we did just take out the low, yes, but previous week high, so I'll have that on there. Let's take that off too, so we don't have extra lines here. Turn these both off. The London session silver bullet, so that's the liquidity we have left. So it's going to go lower. First target would be the PM sell side liquidity. Obviously we just took out the Asia low here, so we're going to aim for, if we get a market structure shift here, we'll go aim for Asia high. Okay. Now, one more thing. Sorry, I always forget. Do this. One thing I do is I turn on my alerts. So let's scroll in here and make sure I get all of them. Previous day high, turn that on. AM buy side, AM buy side, AM high. PM buy side, PM high. Asia high, Asia high. We already took the low and PM low, right? Now, there's two schools of thought. I know there's another one down here. There's New York lunch low, previous day low. Okay, these are all in the order of the menu. This menu here. It's all in this order here. Okay. Now, there's two schools of thought. You don't have to turn all these on. I have every line that's active right now open. Right? Why would I do that? Well, I want all the alerts because later on in the day I don't have to turn it on later. So I usually turn them all on in London if I'm trading London. There's also a thing where it says, hey, just change and just set up the PM. For this scenario, you turn on just the PM sell side and just the Asia high. You already took out the Asia low. You know, because you're going to go to the chart once this is cleared, you're going to go to the chart and see what you want to turn on next. So you can trade it however you want. I turn these all on, these exterior ones on, because they're going to be the same ones later on. Now, I will say, if you have the lunch sell side turn, hold on. Let's say you have Asia high turned on, and this doesn't go into Asia high. Okay. When the next Asia session happens, it'll change it to that. It'll convert it back to that, and this is still active because we've always been below this one. And when it starts a new Asia session, it'll use that high as the next to give you an alert. It won't stick with this one. Okay. So we have all these alerts set. I usually set my alerts. Again, you can set them however you want. That's how I do it. And then we just go in here and trade it, just like normal, okay? So let's zoom in here, and let's just keep hitting play. Okay. Market structure shift. Market structure shift here. Oop. I kind of like this breaker block here. Trades back into it, leaves a fair value gap. What are we aiming for? Asia high, and we get Asia high right there. You would not get an alert when it just wicked like this. You'd get an alert right now once that closed. So I know in replay I can get alerts, but that's when you'd get your alert. Okay? That's how you'd set up for the London session. Okay? Now let's go into the AM session. So as I fast forward through this, I want to pause this for a second. Now, one thing I didn't do, because I was showing you marking up the chart here, is once we took this alert, and this was the Asia high. Asia high is right up here. Asia high. It's still active, right? I don't want it to be active. You're going to definitely want to pause it and stop it manually. So then see this, you can hover over it, it can restart it. So now it's turned off. So tomorrow when I come in, I will turn that on and it'll be active again. But it'll stay active until you turn it off. All right, let's keep going and see if there's any other alerts I got to turn off here. All right, PM buy side, turn that off. PM low off. Took it. Now we're coming back up a little bit. All right, wait a second. Oh, took buy side there. Okay, right before. I don't know if we've taken AM buy side yet. I don't believe. But that's going to convert over to AM buy side here after this session. So we turned off that. We turned off. We need to do the PM high. Turn this one off. Lunch high. I think we've already taken the lunch high. Yeah. Lunch low, rather, we have not. Okay. All right. So before this session starts, we do the same thing. We zoom out. We see what's still left to take our liquidity. So let's turn on the London session here. Asia now has been taken, both sides. So we turn off Asia session. We're going to turn on the Killzone, even though it hasn't started yet with that. It hasn't cleared it yet. It will in a minute. Convert over at 10 o'clock. So we'll have the Killzone. AM session is from yesterday, so it's yesterday's target still. And New York lunch, we still have a low, and PM session, we have cleared both PM sessions, so we'll take those off. So again, that's all you're doing is you're going through the liquidity, you're taking these off. So this is what you have left. London, we've taken London low and we've taken London high, so we can take London off as well. Take London off as well. Okay, in Killzone, I know we've taken it, but it'll start when you go over here past 10. Killzone now is the new Killzone, so that's the Killzone from today. Okay, so we took a bunch of liquidity here. Now we'd be targeting to go short. So let's hit play here and play this out. Aiming for the Killzone low. See if it takes it. Doesn't take it until later this evening or afternoon. That's how we trade the morning session. Is we take look at what session liquidity is open. We make sure we turn on any alerts. I think all the alerts were set up already, and that's how we would turn them on and off. The new Killzone ones we would have turned on here. The new Killzone high and low. because there was a new, so we turn those back on. AM is the same one as the Killzone, so I would turn that off. So I want previous day high, previous day low, Killzone high, Killzone low, New York lunch is still open, and previous day low is still open. Okay, so those are what we still have open, and then we're just trading it normal silver bullet range of trading it, right? So that's how you trade it. This is optimal trade entry right here. Go from high to low. Optimal trade entry right here. Fair value gap here. Inversion. BPR right here. This right here is actually a optimal trade entry as well. So you'd have another entry to go short here with a fair value gap with a BPR right here as well. So another short. There's your two silver bullet setups there. Well, we're going to have more silver bullet setups. This is just showing you about the indicator, so I didn't want to do a whole lot of chart analysis on here, but I want to tell you what I do before the market starts. I show you how I look at it. Basically, I look at any liquidity that's still left, and then I turn on alerts or turn off alerts as they get turned on and off, as I'm not interested anymore, and then I just then I mark out all my previous day highs and lows. I mark out my fair value gaps and normal things that I show you in every video that I do anyway. So stick to just the indicator on this one. So let's go to PM session here. Right there. Okay. Like this. Okay. So the lunch sell side just started, just had turned on, and now remember we turned it off before, so this is the new lunch. So I want to make sure to turn on the high here. Let's see, Killzone's high and low, AM session high and low is on. I don't know where the low was. Let's just turn that on, make sure that it's been taken. No, it hasn't. So there's the low from the new one from today, and then the AM kill side of the AM buy side. Let's turn that one off. AM buy side off. Now a lot of people said, I've been asked several times, why don't you have these automatically shut off? Well, you wouldn't know that there's still New York lunch from yesterday over here if this just automatically changed. So I want the back and forth in the thought process, because for me, I want that so I can know what I'm trying, why I'm trading something. Okay. So that's why we're doing this. And for this one, I'm expecting shorts here, so I think it's going to go up. Remember this fair value gap held. There's an order block here that held on the 5 minute. There was a order block here that held, or a rejection block that held. So there's a lot of things here that's going to hold price down. But we just took out New York lunch buy side, so we'd be aiming for New York lunch sell side. I don't think we get it today, if I remember right. But let's turn on our here. Let's make sure previous day high and low is open. Killzone high is still open. Killzone low is still open. New York lunch low and New York lunch high has just been taken, so I wouldn't turn that one on. AM low is still available, so I'll turn that one on. Again, you can do that different ways. You can say whatever's the very next one, so you can turn on Killzone high or New York lunch and leave the rest off. So you're only turning on and off a couple. I turn them all on, so it's just kind of for my brain to make sure that I have everything turned on. And then we'll just play this out. Now we start dropping. Don't think we take out lunch though. No, we don't. And there you go. That's how we use the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator to trade each session. Again, just to recap, you find out what session liquidity is available first, what hasn't been tapped into. Turn on your alerts if you are going to use alerts. If not, turn on your liquidity. Sometimes I leave it on the screen if it is if we just tapped into it, just to leave it on so I know that it's been traded through. If you take this off, you wouldn't know what liquidity you hit, so I just leave it on there. And yeah, then mark off your charts with ICT PD arrays and normal things that we trade to take our setup. So that is the series on the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator. If you are still on the fence on getting or not, you can find the information in the description below. That is how you trade the Silver Bullet using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.